Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Jason for VASA Productions, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use a follower node inside DaVinci Resolve Fusion to increase the quality of your animation game. Coming up. Alright, so we're inside of DaVinci Resolve. In the Edit tab, we've got a Fusion composition that we've made about 8 seconds long here. Come down here, left click on Fusion, and we'll start the process of using a follower node. We got our media out here. We need a background. Left click and drag background. Connect this to the media out. Boom. Left click on background, and then change it to white to make it nice and easy to see. Let's take a Text Plus node, left click on that. Drag it down to the yellow till it turns blue. That will create a merge, and then we've got our text on top of our background. Now, we don't have any text yet. Let's left click on color. Let's just change this to red for the moment. Left click on that. Let's just type in simple animation. Let's change the font a little bit. We've got Open Sans, change it to condensed. I like that a little better. Let's increase the font size to a much bigger one, right? Increase the size of that. And what we're going to do now is show you how to use a follower node to up your animation game. Right click on the text box area, come down to follower, left click on that. What you're going to do now is go over to the modifiers up here, left click on modifiers, and then we've got some parameters here. We want to increase the delay of the animation, so we're going to go to the right a little bit. I'm going to increase that to a pretty large, significant amount. And we can pick what we want to do with the characters here. We're just going to leave that alone for now. We're going to go right to the shading elements right here. Okay, we're going to come down to position, left click on that, and we've got offset here, which is basically your positioning. Let's go over to frame 40 and left click on offset. You can see it changes that. It's okay. Let's come down to frame 16, and let's go back to follower and double left click on that, open it up, and then let's just take the offset Y position and left click and drag this completely off the screen. So now our simple animation text is off the screen. If I left click on spacebar to play, you can see there's that delay between the characters as they animate on the screen. It doesn't look that fancy, but you get the idea of what it's trying to do. I can clean that up and make it look better by left clicking on tools, left clicking here on settings, adding some motion blur by left clicking on that, come up to spline, left click on that, left click on the text one. Here are my keyframes, let's make them bigger. Left clicking there, hold and drag here with your left click, and we're gonna hit S to smooth, hold Option on a Mac, and left click and drag this out. And let's let this animation play back and see what it looks like now. And you can see we have this much cleaner, smoother, professional looking animation of our characters and letters, right? And we'll just let it play one more time. Much better, much more professional, really, really smooth. That's one way to use the follower node to animate up, right? But we can also animate left to right and do other things. So let's left click on spline, left click on text here. We've got these keyframes that we want to get rid of. So let's go back to the modifier tab by left clicking on that, come down to position, and I can get rid of those keyframes by double left click on offset, and the keyframe animation is gone. Okay, so if I come back to frame 40, I can do that animation over by left clicking on this right here on offset, created a keyframe, left click on follower again or double left click, come back to that, and we're going to go back to frame 16, and now we're going to take this and just left click and drag the text off the screen to the left to create a different type of animation. If I want to change the animation type, left click here, and we've got left to right order animation, we got inside out, outside in. Let's just do a inside out type of an animation this time. And if we just hit play, we can see the animation is really smooth, right? Smooth out your keyframes, add a little bit of motion blur, and it really ups your animation game. So that wraps it up on our tutorial on how to use the follower node inside DaVinci Resolve Fusion. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. I'm Jason for VASA Productions. We'll see you next time.